We got some Olamasama today, one of my favorite series on his channel. Oh, and yo, wait, hold on. Congrats on 100,000. Clap it up, bro. Hey, congratulations. That means you get the silver play button, right? Anyways, the best superpowers IRL 2. So basically, right, he goes through media, anime, shows, whatever, and he picks superpowers that can be applied to real life. That would be, you know what I'm saying, suitable for us, beneficial for us. Because a lot of them really you can't use it in real life. Like, there's no use unless you become a villain and literally obliterate everybody. But anyways, shout outs to Olamasama. Link to the original video down below. All right, let's see.
If you've consumed any kind of fictional series, you most definitely know what a superpower is. The roles they fulfill in their respective worlds are always fairly easy to distinguish. However, some of these applications get lost in translation when it comes to our own world. For example, the MCU's version of the Infinity Gauntlet is extremely overpowered, but if you tried using it in real life, you'd get fried from gamma radiation or probably get disintegrated from the sheer power of one Infinity Stone.
Correct.
There are other reasons as to why some powers are worthless in real life, and many of you have probably seen me make arguments about these types of abilities. But for today's video, I wanted to add another installment to the best superpowers to have in real life because there are a large number of conventional and convenient powers that need to be covered. First ability we're covering is Aokiji's fruit, the Ice fruit, or for you purists, the Hie no Mi. The Ice fruit, as its name suggests,
yo, it's crazy. Every time somebody talks about One Piece, to me, bro, it feels like a whole different language, bro. He said Hie no Mi fruit or something.
To use your ice abilities, whether it be creating ice constructs or directly freezing things he comes into contact with, he can do almost anything ice related with this fruit. Want an ice bird? You got it. Freezing a body water? You could do that too. You want some ice balls? You can get those too. Okay, that came out wrong. That came out wrong. I know those sounded like extremely simple applications, but you can go a long way with some solid water. For example, Aokiji's leg got cut off in his battle against Akainu, but he can just fill in the missing leg with a leg made of ice. Aokiji's ice has also been able to freeze entire tsunamis, which can function very well in real life natural disasters. There's also a really cool application of his ice powers that Aokiji does when he rides his bike. As he starts pedaling on the ocean, he freezes a path for himself to avoid falling in. It's a little thing, but it's different from what we usually see. You also don't even need to make direct contact with the water and can freeze stuff from a certain distance from what we've seen. With this power, you might even be able to take a crack at those melting ice sheets in the Arctic. Granted, I don't know how much you'd actually help in the long run. The ice only lasts about a week, but I'm pretty sure some polar bears would appreciate you. Just in a general sense, ice manipulation has always seemed like one of the safer options in fiction. Like, think about all the ice characters we've seen in media. They are typically not pushovers.
Oh my god,
is one of these characters, and in terms of sheer raw power, this man makes his fruit look like a top 5 strongest fruit in the series. Like when Blackbeard's crew rolled up on him, he easily froze all of them.
So easy.
Possibly the most important.
Wait, yeah, bro, because if you could freeze, you know, water or liquids in general, bro, you can use that for good. You could use it in a selfish way, like just specifically for yourself. You could use it to help, you know, the earth, but you could also use it for evil, bro, because you could freeze people, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, it just has so many uses. So okay, I give him that one. Yo.
Important point that I've avoided talking about. With ice being an element and the power coming from a devil fruit, this would make the ice fruit a Logia. What does this mean, you may ask? Well, from my understanding, when you eat a devil fruit, you become the thing that you ate. I know that doesn't make sense at all, but let me put it like this. You know when a character with a devil fruit ability introduces themselves and they say they're an insert devil fruit name human? They're not lying. Someone like Doflamingo is a string human. All of this is to say that when you eat a fruit that is of the elemental variety, you become an element human. This means that you are essentially immune to taking damage unless random Joker number 326 learned hockey and starts boxing you up. Barring those extraordinary circumstances, any seemingly—
oh, so you become ice. Like you are ice. Or you are fire, or you are whatever. So Luffy's rubber, like he is the composition of rubber. Every time I watch a One Piece anything, I learn so much about it. I've learned so much about One Piece, and I've yet to like actually sit there and watch it. That's actually pretty dope though.
Crazy injury you receive will ultimately result in you returning back to your original form. And it makes sense. How are you gonna hurt an element without having any preparation? You ever try to punch sand out with your bare hands? It's not doing anything. The only way you to get touched is if you receive damage from an elemental weakness, so I hope you got your Pokemon type chart memorized. So it's clear that the Logia intangibility would likely be the main selling point for this fruit, and probably most of the other Logia devil fruits like Kizaru's. And just to address one of of a kind
wow,
burner is
wait.
promising right now? Yes. Basically, every other Logia is better than the one that turns you into a magma man. And tangibility does not make up for the inconvenience. Go clean up some ice versus cleaning up some lava and tell me which one is easier to do. Anyways, for our next power, I wanted to quickly cover portals. In the last video, I brought up scientific implications for super speed without realizing those same implications could apply to teleportation. So that one's on me. Thanks to all
Really? I thought teleportation would be, because it happens in an instant, no? I thought we would be safe from that. Like, that would be an actual good superpower. Unless you mentioned that on the first installment, right? And I didn't catch that. But because, you know, when people ask me, yo, what superpower would you like to have? I always say teleportation, because it's so beneficial, bro. You're like there in an instant. So why not?
To teleportation. So that one's on me. Thanks to all those who made me aware of it in the comments. I think moving forward, I'll try my best to avoid using science to discredit a power unless it's extremely obvious. With that being said, portals are a very simple power to understand. Boom. Circle appears that you can enter to get to a different place. Unless you got some fugazi portals that randomly bring you places, you can do anything that teleportation can with a few changes here and there. To run down some of the points from my last video, you can easily travel with something like portals, which would help everyone on this planet.
Wait, that's facts. Why teleport when you could just summon a portal to where you want to teleport, therefore bypassing whatever scientific implications come with that? You know what I'm saying? See, there's always a loophole.
Instantaneous transport from one place to the next, excluding the time that it would take for you to actually go through the portal. Physical dangers don't exist for you, considering that you'd just be able to portal anything coming your way somewhere else. To be honest, you can easily argue that the applications for portals far exceed teleportation. If you watched Across the Spider-Verse, then you should be familiar with the villain Spot. If not, he's basically one of Spider-Man's B-list villains that has the power to create spots that just so happen to be portals. In this movie though, they decided to make him a lot more serious considering his powers are broken. This guy went from a simple street level thug to a monstrosity near the end of the movie that was a threat to the fabric of the multiverse. But to be honest, we can ignore all that multiversal mumbo jumbo. The original state of his powers in the beginning of the movie are more than good enough to be functional in real life. Look at this scene for example. Miles tried to shoot a web at him and he portaled it back at him. Do you know how hard it is to actually do damage to someone like that? You could give a crazy cooldown on this power and I'd still take it over most other abilities. Keyword being most, because the next power I wanted to talk about is Mahito's curse technique, Idol Transfiguration. This might be the most hacked out ability that I'm going to name in this video because conceptually it's a busted power.
Yo, I hate this guy so much that if someone were to offer me his powers in real life and I'd be the only human with said power, I'm good, bro. Hell nah, bro. Mahito K. Smoking on his pack. Sorry, you here. Take it. Take it!
Most hacked out ability that I'm going to name in this video because conceptually it's a busted power. Idol Transfiguration is a curse technique that allows the users to change the souls of anyone they touch to their desire. They're also able to alter and maintain their own soul. This means that you would be able to perceive souls, which would mean so much philosophically and spiritually, but we really don't care about that now, do we? With Idol Transfiguration, you can turn yourself into any shape your heart desires. They animated a whole sequence with Mahito just to show off his capabilities and how quickly he can change from one animal to another. And despite being so young, Mahito was able to show us a lot of different uses out of this curse technique. He has demonstrated many times the capacity to change his body parts into sharp metal-like weapons. One of the most extreme examples of Idol Transfiguration was when he blew himself up to simulate his own death just to sneak Mekamaru. Easily one of the smartest usages of this power. There's also his true form, which
Wait, no, hold on. Yo, Mahito, my apologies. You still a bum though, but my apologies, bro. I guess it's the way he uses it and how like look at Mahito, but I just want to box him up. But honestly, if I could change into anything and like, yeah, that's not bad. That's actually not a bad power to have. No cap.
Honestly, doesn't matter much for any of us in real life because it's just a stats buff, but it looks cool, I guess. The list is really endless of what you're able to do with this power. Think of it a bit like Plastic Man, but with souls instead. And in case you haven't thought about it, since Mahito can alter the soul, which changes his own physical body, if he sustains an injury to his body, he can just change his soul to make the injury go away, or strongly maintain his soul so that the injury was never there. So there's no way to actually hurt him as long as he has energy to use his technique, and if he's not fighting someone who can attack the soul directly. So that means bullets, swords, even nukes mean nothing. Everything can just be returned to normal as long as your soul stays intact. Similar applications that can be done to yourself can be done to others as well. So you can transfigure the souls of other humans into any shape you desire. Now, we mainly see Mahito do this to horribly disfigure
that's what I'm saying. Like, what we see makes us hate him. But honestly, if you apply, you know, some of that logic into real life and you're like a decent human being at least, yeah, bro, I'm down. I'll take it.
bunch of people and then turned them into living blobs. But in case you didn't know, Mahito's a curse, so he's evil. However, there was one case where he actually did heal someone's body, that being Mekamaru. Prior to Mahito healing him, his body was so fudged up, it's not even funny.
I was born with glass bones and paper skin. Every morning I break my legs, and every afternoon I break my arms.
And you know, the funny thing is, that clip is not even much of an exaggeration either. But one touch from Mahito and he was fine afterwards. I personally see two distinct routes with this ability. The first is being a regular surgeon. I wouldn't even need medical school.
Hey, listen, bro. Hey, I'm leaving here with something. I'm getting paid, bro. I'm gonna find a way to get paid. Obviously, you know, I still have morals and ethics. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably like narrow it down to who's really gonna pay me. Overall, I will try to save humanity or try to help humanity. You know what I'm saying? But this might sound selfish, but in a way that kind of benefits me somehow. Unless I want to do it for free. I'm being a nice guy that day. I don't know. Yeah, bro, you can heal people. But isn't that in a sense playing God? Because who am I to heal you if you are destined to die or your fate is you dead? Aren't I changing the course of time and space and your outcome? So you know what? I'm not healing people. They all dying.
I could just walk into a hospital and start healing people. There would be no disease that could stop me. All those terminal illnesses would cease to exist. Millions of lives saved. And you know, that's a good idea and an honorable one at that. The other route is becoming a plastic surgeon. The amount of money I could make with this route is disgusting. It feels almost criminal. Every celebrity in the world would go to you. Anything you want, I got you. Lip filler, more height, more muscles, BBLs, I got you. Whoa. Come to the alleyway and Olamasama got you covered. Yeah, no, that's wild. I won't lie. Is this as honorable as the other idea? No. But is it an option? Yes,
regardless. It is. Hey, bro, we live in a human world where everyone is selfish. Yes, other people are better than other. I understand. But at the end of the day, yeah, we all live in the same world, right? I don't have to explain myself, bro. We know what society we live in. We know that our generation is cooked. We know what everybody got going on, bro. At the end of the day, I'ma try to get paid somehow. I'm finna tax the rich at least. Hey, if you rich and you need my help, you want healing, you want something, you're gonna get taxed. It's not gonna be the phantom tax, but hey, I'm gonna get some. You know what I'm saying?
This curse technique, I'm making some type of impact. Before I move on to the next power, if you're new and enjoying the video, you might as well subscribe. With that being said, we can talk about one of my personal favorite quirks from My Hero, Overhaul. In a previous video during a rant about Shigaraki's decay quirk, I briefly alluded to decay being a derivative of Overhaul, as all it does is destroy things, while Overhaul can destroy and put things back together, which I cannot emphasize how important that part is. To be more accurate, Overhaul grants you the ability to assemble and disassemble matter with your own hands. This doesn't mean you can create matter, that's scientifically impossible, but being able to reassemble any type of damage done is so applicable to any type of problem you may find yourself in. All those little repairs you need around your apartment can be fixed easily. Finding a job would be incredibly easy too. Any blue collar job will want you because of your ability. You got people breaking backs working in construction while you can just touch a couple things and be done with the entire process. You obviously can defend yourself very easily as well if it comes down to it. We mainly saw Overhaul creating spikes from the ground and attaching other limbs to himself to help his strength or give him extra mobility. But I really think you can go even further with this ability, or at least do crazier things. Like, you can probably go stupid with body modifications to make your life easier. And like other powers on this list, which is starting to become a trend, you can heal yourself and others with this quirk. Overhaul was able to heal someone's head injuries with ease during season 4. One of the main plot points of that season was him abusing his healing properties on Eri to get her DNA. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that since his quirk is kind of like Shigaraki's decay, if he touches you, he can just murk you on the spot. He'd turn you into a bloodstain and he wouldn't even break a sweat either. It's just a normal Tuesday. Anyways, his healing can go an absurdly long way. Theoretically, he could put someone together and quote unquote revive them. I really was not joking when I said that. It was important that he could reassemble anything that he destroyed. Like, Eri was getting broken down and coming back to life essentially over and over again. It's obviously questionable how far this can really extend to. You're not gonna be like Shenron resurrecting everyone. However, this specific application is interesting enough that I should at least mention it in the video. Honestly, if we were doing a draft for the best quirks in My Hero, I wouldn't be shocked if Overhaul went in the top 2 or 3. It's just that good. For the next ability, I'm not even gonna give you guys the whole rigmarole. Shadow clones are my personal first pick in the powers I've talked about in this video. Shadow clones are simple. You clone yourself and boom, there's another you. If the clone sustains enough damage, it goes away. You can also get rid of the clone yourself if need be. We're gonna ignore a lot of the chakra requirements and go on with the assumption that your physical stamina now will be relative to your chakra reserves. With that being established, you probably
Hey, chat, if we talk about stamina, I'm good with another clone of myself. Max, I probably need 3. And because of my stamina, You know what I'm saying? I've been going to the gym and all that. Yeah, this might actually be one, probably like top 3 powers for sure. I like the portal ones though. I think that's so fire, bro. You could be anywhere.
Shadow clones have a drastic impact on your life. Each clone has all the user's memories, skills, and physical stats. So this clone could fill in for you at any job, class, appointment, etc. I should also mention that once the shadow clone disappears, all the experience gained from that clone is transferred back to the user. In Naruto, this can be used for intel gathering on missions. But since we're not in some Shinobi era, you can use this.
Wait, why did I know that? Whatever the clone experiences, the knowledge, whatever, the user gets it. Oh my God. Brother, I'm about to read like 19 different books at the same time. I'm going to perfect becoming a human. Well, not perfect, because you know nobody's perfect, but I'm gonna try to gain as much knowledge as possible in the shortest amount of time. Yo, that is so fire. I'm making a sexy Vash with clones. I'm making a shadow clone and using the sexy jutsu. Yo, what's going on, chat? It's 10:35 p.m. Why are we so horny right now? What's going on?
This trait to your advantage in 2 different ways. The most clear example would be being able to multitask. Contrary to what some may think, your brain isn't actually capable of focusing on multiple tasks at once. In reality, it's actually able to switch between tasks very rapidly, simulating the thing we call multitasking. But with shadow clones, you can have a clone studying or exercising or doing anything really, while you, the user, can do something else. Your productivity is doubled at minimum, which will give you such a large advantage in the real world. But as I previously said, the trait of clones retaining knowledge and experience is twofold. Since shadow clones are—
Yo, that's so fire. I would have this skill and obviously try to go as far as I can without telling people. And if some of them find out, then that's fine. But imagine I'm streaming and I do like a marathon, and every time I go to the bathroom, I'm just switching my body with a clone. I'm sleeping, but the clone's here. Yeah, that's actually so fire, bro. What the heck?
Allow the user to retain the experiences the clone receives. If both the user and the clones are practicing the same activity, once the clones disappear, the user will retain all of the clone's experience. We've seen this done in the series with Naruto primarily. To give you an example, say you yourself are trash at basketball and want to get better. You go to the gym and put up 50 shots in like 30 minutes. It's an alright amount of practice for sure. Now add 3 clones of yourself doing the exact same thing at the exact same pace. Well, now you've been able to put up 200 shots total in 30 minutes. You can also look at it as getting 2 hours of training in 30 minutes. It's pretty safe to say that's a pretty big difference that would—
Yo, wait, Chad. No. This is not top 3 no more. This is top 1. I want this. No, this is actually the best superpower ever, bro. Depending on your stamina, let's say you can shadow clone, right? Oh my God, bro. Okay, Chad, I'm kind of getting horny too. Let's say you get you shadow clone, but your stamina not there, right? Boom, you go to the gym, get your stamina up. Congratulations, now you can do 1 shadow clone. Boom, now you got 2 of yourselves. So now imagine both of y'all running track. Hey, let's say you run track for like about 30 minutes. Bro, you just ran track for 30 minutes times 2. Then you finally got enough to do it 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Then you go to the gym, you do bicep curls, 20 bicep curls, but you times it by 5, that's 100. Bro, and like again, like reading books, multitasking for real. What? Bro, I'll make one of my clones an editor, bro. Just have him edit.
Apply a similar example to basically anything you're trying to get better at, and you can see why shadow clones are so good. You're basically dilating time to your advantage.
Facts.
Imagine you were like Naruto and you could have like 20 of these things running around to help you. You'd be able to improve at anything faster than anyone else. You could also do a good old-fashioned jumping at moment's notice, which is also pretty handy. I can honestly see why Naruto spammed this so much. Why would he need anything else? The last power I wanted to briefly talk about is an ability a couple people mentioned in the comments. Enhanced luck or luck manipulation, however you want to call it. It's by no means the most flashy or cool ability. It's honestly fairly straightforward.
Luck manipulation. Yeah, y'all told me that a lot. Even in the comments on his first video, I was like naming superpowers, and a lot of the people in the comments were saying how they want luck manipulation, and I was like, yeah, that's true. Everything goes in your favor, basically.
Some may say
that's not a superpower.
But when it comes to someone like Domino, it's gotta be supernatural. Look at this. This is absurd. I could walk around on the highway and not get hit once because I have really good luck. Things just seem to go your way every single time without you having to do much. Yeah. Imagine the potential with this power. I can go get a lottery ticket. I could be lucky enough to not deal with traffic. I can gamble. I could do that. It can locally extend to anything really, considering a lot of life has some luck involved in it, no matter how you slice it. You live life knowing you basically got plot armor every single day. Enhanced luck feels like the type of power that is more appealing depending on the level of luck the person already has. So to someone who typically has terrible luck, they'd probably want this ability in a heartbeat. If you'd say that you find yourself normally having pretty good luck, then you can laugh at those who even need to have something like this to mimic your power. So that's all I got for y'all today.
Oh, hey, that was fire.
Slow down a bit, but nothing too crazy. I just gotta get back into the rhythm of school, so it's only natural that this type of stuff happens.
Nah, take your time.
Consistent schedule, but as always, don't hold my word to that, because anything can happen.
Nah,
Also,
bro. Hey, I tell this to my chat all the time, bro. Y'all coming in here and be like, yo, bro, sorry I couldn't make it to the stream. Yo, if y'all are progressing in life and y'all doing what y'all gotta do, y'all have a job, y'all got school, y'all got this, y'all got that, bro, go do it. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be streaming. Same goes for him, bro. Hey, you doing your thing with school. At the end of the day, your subscribers are gonna be there, bro. So do what you gotta do. And yeah, bro, dope video. Let me leave a like. And congrats on 100,000, bro. 10:30, seriously? So basically I can leave my shadow clone studying at night while I go to bed, and when I wake up, I will have all their knowledge. That's fire. Yo, nah, I think shadow clone is dead as the best one.